Hi, my name is Joe White. My wife and I have been members here for 46 years at First Baptist Church. Well, I can tell you that fortunately, I haven't had many occasions in my life where I felt real fear. But there are two that I'd like to quickly tell you about. The first is when my wife was diagnosed with having to have an aortic heart valve replaced. That really gave me some fear. And the next time was about a year and a half later when I was diagnosed with esophageal cancer. Went through months of all kinds of scans, chemotherapy, radiation, etc. And I was fearful. I was scared. I suppose I was afraid of my wife dying. Yes, I think that's the one that was most fearful. Yeah. Well, actually there were three things. Number one was we had very high confidence in the doctors, the surgeons involved. Number two was a support group involving family, friends, and this church. The number of prayers that were lifted on our behalf were numerous ones. But finally, the thing that did it is going back to my favorite passage of Scripture. And you'll know what this is. It comes from Philippians 4:4-7. And part of that says at the end, God makes a promise. He says, if you'll bring your troubles, your fears, your concerns to me through prayer of petition and thanksgiving, then I will allow you to have the peace of God's peace, which goes way beyond anything humans can understand. And your mind and your heart will be guarded through Jesus Christ. And that passage of Scripture I've used so many times. I used it in both instances, and both times the fear went away. Not all the anxiety, but the fear did go away. Well, you experience peace by, in my case, by your mind calming down to the point that you believe that with God's help, everything is going to come out right in the end. That to me is peace. Well, the peace of Christ, of course, comes from Jesus Christ. Christmas is in celebration of Him. And during Advent season, I think there's more emphasis on peace. And one of the things that I so much enjoy in this church was when they started saying, may the peace of Christ be with you, and the response back. That to me has been a real big thing happening in this church. Yeah, I would recommend that passage of Scripture because it certainly has been a help to me, and I think if you do it sincerely, it'll be a help to anyone else also. You got to believe and do it sincerely, and you do it with thanksgiving, which sounds almost contradictory, but you realize everything God has done for you in your lifetime, you need to give thanksgiving in any situation.